Hello friends, this is Saurabh Dwivedi and I'm the faculty of geography. So today I'm going to take a very important topic from the climatology. And this topic is as important that it is going to give you the base of the how to understand the climatology, right? So today we are going to discuss about the first of all air. What is air? Air is the composition of three things. The first one is the gas, second one is the water vapor, and third one is the dust particle. So these are the three things which makes the air. Now we are going to tell you what is wind. The wind is actually when the air which moves from high pressure to low pressure, then it is known as wind. So here the movement is horizontal. The horizontal movement of air from high pressure to low pressure is known as wind. Now we'll understand what is high pressure. So see this globe, how it looks. This is the equator. This is the Tropic of Cancer and this is the Tropic of Capricorn. Now the sun which moves means the rotation of the earth, it takes place within the periphery of this sun's insolation. So the entire heat will be in this area. Okay. So this is the zone which is achieving the maximum heat. So this area will become highest temperature. So due to the higher temperature, this entire zone will become low pressure. How it becomes a low pressure? See, understand it. When this region will become the heated, then the water vapor will evaporate. Here I have already told you water vapor will evaporate. So the composition of air, that is gas and dust particle, will remain. In this way, this air will be lighten up. So the region will become the low pressure. Okay. Now we discuss what is high pressure. Above area of the low pressure, this will be known as high pressure. How it will become the high pressure? Just imagine this region having the same gas, water vapor and dust particle. Here the insolation is very less, so the evaporation of water vapor will be also very less. So this region will become the high pressure. Understand? So this is the functioning of the wind which moves from high to low, as I already told you. Now we'll discuss what are the wind. Winds are of three types. The winds are of three types. The three winds, like we are going to discuss about the surface wind. The surface wind are of three types. First one is the trade wind. Second one is the westerly. And third one is the polar easterly. What is trade wind? The trade wind, again I am just making this diagram. The trade wind moves from high to low in this direction. This is known as trade wind. Why it is moving in this direction? Means it is deflected because of the Coriolis force. Okay. Second one is the westerly. How westerly moves in this direction? This is known as westerly. Okay, this direction is the west to east, and the direction of trade wind is east to west. Okay, and the third one is the surface wind is known as polar easterly, and it moves in this direction. Polar easterly. So these are the three winds which are also known as a permanent wind. It is also known as permanent wind, and it moves by touching the surface of the our earth. So these are the three surface winds which I had already explained you. Now we'll discuss about the second wind. The second wind is known as seasonal wind. The seasonal wind follows the continent and ocean. Now, just take the example of India. During the summers, what will happen? The entire region will become hot, so this continental part will become the low pressure. Compared to the continent, this oceanic will be high pressure. So the wind will move from high to low. So this is also known as the oceanic wind moving towards the surface wind, or say continental, toward the continents. So it is also known as the outburst of monsoon in India. So understand it? This is the oceanic wind. Similarly, just opposite of it, what will happen during the winter? What will happen? This region will become high pressure and this region will become low pressure. So the direction of the wind will high to low. So it will be known as the continental wind. So in summers it is known as oceanic wind or sea breeze or sea breeze, and during the winter it will be known as continental wind. Got it? Now we'll discuss another point which is known as hill breeze or valley breeze. What is hill breeze? What is valley breeze? See, this is the hill, this is the valley. What will happen? Summers. Again, we'll take summers. During summers, the entire region will become hot. So, this region will become low pressure. Compared to the hilly areas, the valley portion will be having high pressure. Again, the wind will move from high to low. So, this is the movement which we will be knowing as the valley breeze. Opposite of it, during winter, what will happen? In winter, this region will become high pressure. Comparatively, valley will become low pressure. So, the wind will move from high to low. So, it will be known as the hill breeze. Got it? So, these are the hill breeze and the valley breeze. And the third, we are going to discuss about the local wind. What is local wind? Local wind are being modified by the localized conditions. Like I am just giving you the example: Loo, Chinook, Fohn, right? Blizzard. All are the local wind. Like Loo It prevails in India during the summers. Chinook is prevailing in the USA, and it is also known as a snow eater. Foehn is moving in the France at the confluence of the Alps mountain. Similarly, blizzard are also there. So these are the local winds which are very important in wind chapter. So I had already discussed you about the air, what is wind, and the types of wind, which is very important for the climatology chapter, and just study it, and will take the question from it. So up till now, thank you very much. Thank you.